I'm riding this Suzuki DL800 from Derbyshire to Ireland to take on the Wild Atlantic Way, one of the most scenic coastal routes out there. This is part one of the trip. Let's get rolling. All set and ready to go. Cameras and stuff in my tank bag. Got my TomTom 550 rider and then my SP connector for my phone. This is my route down to Fishguard, where I hit some rain I definitely wasn't ready for and had to dry for the entire ferry over. I've just parked my bike up this little hill and I'm going to get some food and see a friend from Instagram who I've not actually met yet, but I'm very excited. For this trip, I used Bunker Biker to find somewhere to stay. If you haven't heard of it, it's a great website where bikers can offer up a spot for fellow riders, anything from a spare room to a patch of grass for a tent. If you're a biker and have a bit of space, sign yourself up. Got a spare room? Perfect. A garage? Even better. A creepy basement? Well, that'll do. My place to stay was with a guy called Tom and his family that were really hospitable, but I didn't film because I didn't want to intrude. So let's skip to the next morning. The morning was spent riding the Copper Coast with my host Tom, and honestly it's a stunning stretch of road, as you can see. Twisting along Ireland's southeast coast, it gets its name from the copper mines that operated here in the 19th century. At its peak, this area was a major mining hub with thousands of tons of copper ore extracted and shipped to Wales for processing. Villages like Bunmahon were once bustling with miners, but when the industry collapsed in the 1870s, many were forced to emigrate. Now, the old mine ruins are scattered along the coast, a reminder of the past, while today we get to enjoy the epic coastal views, winding roads, and luckily no back-breaking labour. Not a bad morning at all. Just stopped at the Marina Market in Cork, where I'm going to get some lunch. There's a little vegan cafe here, but it doesn't open till 12, so I've got about 5-10 minutes to wait, but that's fine because it is a lovely day, so warm. I am really glad I've got my Urban Pro on, and I've just had a little light raincoat on in case, because it has been a bit windy near the coast. But so far, loving Ireland, and I'm so glad it's not chucking it down like my first day over. Food finished, time to get back on the bike and head down to Mizen Head. I think it's called Mizen Head. So down at the bottom of the coast. This is probably really shaky. Quick leg stretch and funnily enough a little place to fill my water bottle up here, and it was really cool until I got down the road and it was super narrow. It's a bit tight, this road. Sorry Suzuki, no harm was done, just a few thorns in my gloves. Mizen Head, the most southwesterly point of Ireland and easily one of the windiest places you'll ever stand, but totally worth it. This was the last site of Ireland for emigrants sailing to America, and now it's home to a fantastic maritime museum. The old signal station here was built to save ships from smashing into the cliffs. It's got everything, history, shipwreck stories, and this terrifyingly high bridge. It's a perfect place to learn something or just cling to the railing for dear life. I was being very brave though and enjoying the windy sunshine. Definitely worth going to. my route up through all of this, and then I made it to this gorgeous route. I felt like I was in another world. Healy Pass. I think I only saw 2 or 3 other people. It was absolutely stunning. It doesn't feel like it's so close to home. And this bike is amazing. I'm loving it. I've got a lot of luggage, but luckily not much in them, so that it's not too heavy. It's quite steep and twisty, which is really fun. And lots of sheep about. It's beautiful. It's cold. Let's carry on with Healy Pass and get to Kenmare. I keep saying it wrong. It's one of those. And get to Lidl for some dinner. This is dinner for tonight. There's no cooking facilities here. So I've got lots of stuff and some bourbon biscuits. I'm gonna make some wraps and spread it with the breadsticks as I don't have any cutlery either. There are only 2 other guests in the hostel, so I've got the place to myself. Might stick the telly on.